is it worth a look across everybody's maintenance engineer to see if there is a common core that we could look at, perhaps in Trailblazer 2, or perhaps as Trailblazers come through to adopt some of their key standards, so that an engineer apprentice, when qualified, could move between sectors with those transferable skills. So the question really isn't that we're going to do this. It's, can we ask the question, is there a possibility of developing some commonality across different sector skills councils, different standards, so that when it comes to developing standards, we're there. So Barry, is that a fair recollection of what we discussed?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. And just to add to that, why I felt this was important was that we remember that one of the main messages at the FIS meeting was that we have 300 X number of apprenticeships. The expectation is there will be half that going forward. What was concerning me is that there are at least 3 trailblazers in this round, all looking at maintenance engineer. And my water and waste sectors are going to look at a maintenance engineer role in the going forward. They're not an official trailblazer, but they're developing one now fast. And what I wanted to do was to make sure that if we end up with 5 different maintenance engineering apprenticeships, that was done out of informed choice, as opposed to, well, we just didn't know what each other were doing anyway. So it was to try and avoid the 40 shades of green, and actually have differences where there needs to be differences. And the start of that process for me was just a basic heads up, so I can feed into my employers what others are doing in this space and work out what can be used and is useful and what may not be useful, really.
On the mechatronics apprenticeship for automotive, the approach that the automotive employers